What's going on YouTube? Champion Archer here, bringing you a Dog Swarm gameplay on the map. I believe it's called Studio? No, Studio's firing range. Crap. It's the amphitheater one. I know this. I don't remember what it's called. I'll make sure to look it up whenever I do the title for this video. But anyway, we go ahead and forewarn you, this is going to be a rant about overpowered weapons. So if you don't want to hear me yell at this microphone, I probably won't yell. But if you don't want to hear me rant about overpowered guns, then go ahead and, stop the video, do what you got to do. Because this needs to be said. I don't think anybody's actually said this in the Call of Duty community, but it needs to happen, and we're going to make it happen. So, my Xbox was out of commission for a while, and I missed a lot of the patches and that kind of thing with Call of Duty until I got one a while back, which was the latest one. But anyway, I'm basically talking as for the latest one. But as for all the patches, as far as I am aware, there's been at least 3 patches, okay? And in those 3 patches, one particular class has gotten nerfed in all 3 patches. The submachine guns have gotten nerfed in all 3 patches that I am aware of, okay? Granted, the first one needed to happen. Okay, they were extremely overpowered. You didn't need a laser sight to open scope somebody, kill someone without aiming in. That was not necessary. You could just do it without it, and that was a good patch. Good job, Treyarch. First patch, awesome. Should have left it alone. Sorry. Now, let's talk about the overpowered weapons that I spoke of. And guess what? It's not just 1 or 2 weapons. It's an entire class. And I bet you already know what I'm talking about. It's called the LMGs. Light machine guns. Are overpowered, Treyarch. Seriously. You need to go in and watch people who are using them. Watch the kills that they can get if they have any skill whatsoever. Which most of them don't, because I swear, it's like Treyarch sits there, and instead of watching evidence, or maybe they do watch evidence, and they watch good players only, and it's like, oh, this gun's overpowered, look what they're doing with it. Yeah, no, that's not true at all. I'm hoping that they're actually looking at statistics, although evidence would suggest that they are not, because it's ridiculous how often there's they're nerfing submachine guns to the point where I can't even use a PDW anymore. The MSMC and the PDW both got nerfed again in the 3rd patch, or not 3rd patch, this last patch that they just did. Guess what got a buff? An LMG, or at least one, or maybe the whole damn class. I don't know. But what I do know is medium range LMGs, at least one of them, got a buff on medium range. What the hell, Treyarch? Seriously. You thought a three-shot kill weapon at any freaking range that has no recoil and has at least a 75-round clip needed a buff? Yeah, really? It needed to be buffed. You could kill somebody 3 rounds across the map with no recoil. We should probably buff that. That's a good idea. Was that the thought process on that one? Seriously? Because it's ridiculous. You could literally, go ahead, I dare you, go into a private match, please. go wherever, use a QBB, use a hammer, use whatever, any of them, pick any of them. Throw on a grip, or tell you what, don't throw on anything and use that thing, and see what it can do. It's ridiculous. It's overpowered. I have been killed across the map so many times by an LMG that it's frustrating. It's gotten to the point where if I see anybody using a target finder LMG, that I just leave the damn game, and it's killing my win-loss ratio. Not that I really care, but that's the only one that's above a 1 point. I often trash my KD, and I do this on purpose because whenever I get into a lobby, I want people to look at it like, oh, this Master Prestige, he's got a .9 KD. No, he sucks. Yeah, that's what I want you to think. and then I do this to you. I mean, granted, it took me 7 minutes to get into the flow of the game, but I did end up getting all of my score streaks, and as you can see, I'm running Orbital Dog Swarm. Okay, I got them all. Of course, if you've got those 3 set up and you get an Orbital, unless you're just a crappy player, you're going to get your dogs. Once you get your dogs, as long as you can stay alive, you're going to get your Swarm. That's just how score streaks work. You get assists and all that good stuff, so... You know, and it's not that far from dogs to swarm, but I was using Hardline because I've been trying for a couple of days now to get a gameplay on one of these new maps, and I've kind of got this new standard going on where I kind of want, you know, swarms, dogs, or warthog, or some high score streak on my gameplays, and you know that's cool. It doesn't seem to be getting very many responses, but then again, I haven't been posting that often. And I've gotten way off subject. But my point is not only, but mostly good players use submachine guns because of the versatility. Because you can run and strafe and just move, and that was a fail. You can run and strafe and just move. It's beautiful. They're versatile. You know, you can burst fire and take people out at long range. You can fire flat out. And the only thing that can beat them at close range, besides an LMG, by the way, is the shotgun. And that's the way it should be. Shotguns should be able to beat just about everything at close range, besides perhaps a sniper rifle if that person gets a lucky no-scope. And I had to look and see where this guy came from, because I was like, what the hell? But besides a lucky no-scope, you know, a shotgun should beat everything at short range. I don't even know what LMGs are supposed to do, because every COD besides this particular COD has had LMGs being basically useless. Seriously, LMGs in every COD, as far as I can remember, from Modern Warfare 2 all the way to now, have been useless. If I'm wrong, go ahead and tell me, because, you know, there's a couple in there that I didn't really play that often. I wasn't extremely fond of them, or I couldn't get a good internet connection. Other variables may have been involved. But yeah, I know for a fact, Modern Warfare 3, the only time that you could use an LMG was the very last patch, whenever they took, what was it, the L86, some number, I don't even know, and you could put a thermal on that thing, and it wouldn't move. It was a laser gun, which is fine. You know, thermals suck. But, hey, you know, you had to have that attachment for an LMG to do any good. Other than that, the LMG was basically a death trap. On this game, however, it's not. They can sit in the back of the spawn, they can camp it up, and they can use an LMG and get kills for ridiculous amounts. I'm very disappointed in Treyarch on this. It's stupid. It's like they want to have an overpowered gun. I swear to God. Everything they have on the LMGs seems to be overpowered. If you agree, you know, let me know. Leave a comment, say you agree, whatever. I'm sick of getting in lobbies with LMGs. I wish people would stop using them. I mean, use them, yeah, if you got to get them gold, whatever, but I've seen so many diamond LMGs killing me with a target finder on top of them, and by the way, that's the cheapest setup you could possibly have. A target finder LMG. What? Are you that much? Actually, I guess the cheapest setup you could have is target finder LMG and an assault shield on the ground that you're using as cover as a camper. Don't get any ideas from that, because if I see you doing that, I will throw C4 at you multiple times. I will make it my mission to give you a crappy game. And I can do it. Trust me, I've done it before. But, I'm sorry about this rant, YouTube. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the commentary, if you enjoyed the gameplay, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike, you know. I would love to hear from you. Feel free to leave a comment. Suggestions, I can't even talk anymore, I've gotten so worked up. Constructive criticism is always welcome. I would love to hear that. And I like challenges. So, go ahead and give me a challenge. You know, say, use this gun and these perks, and go get a gameplay. I'm not going to promise a swarm. I'm not going to promise a swarm. It's like this one, I wanted a swarm so bad because I've been trying to get it that I put on hardline. So, yeah. Anyway, take it easy, YouTube. Jello, Champion Jello, as you know, aka, or once known as Malformed Otep,